Audit Pass, Cosmopolis, Washington, January 9th, 2019.
What's up, people? We are in Cosmopolis, Washington, doing a First Amendment audit of the city facilities here. We have the fire department, and then the police department, and the city administration building, which is like, I don't know what all that would be in there. We'll go find out. Probably public works and all that stuff. City hall.
So this is the fire department and courtroom.
Where?
And this is building to the left.
To the left? Okay.
This is the courtroom.
Oh, let's check it out. Hello.
Big front desk stuff
Yeah.
to your left, and then to my left.
What can we do for you?
Safe, and then
Are we just checking out the facilities right now?
like a city hall thing,
Okay.
like police chief,
Mhm.
city administrator, city council member, attorney, mayor, clerk, treasurer, council member.
Oh, this is like everything in this one room?
Mm-hmm.
Are there other rooms?
Hello, what can we do for you?
How are we just checking out the facility?
And then there's flags in the corner,
Yeah,
and like a big
Cool.
metal door back.
right on.
And then another office behind the big table. And then over to the left. There's
Mm-hmm.
Usually the connection over there, what me and Jeff put in is fine, it's
That's
whatever
it.
Jeff Seaman did.
Mhm.
Goes from
there's
the
a
cable
whole
line,
exit.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
connection box that he's got there that goes out to the phone and the internet.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a router.
No,
Yep.
it's just
It's warm in here.
Mm-hmm.
where
This-
he
we're under a
connects,
vent, too.
put a little terminal
Hmm.
block
I'm
there,
standing
connects
under a
the
vent.
cable line into
Yeah, it's
all
going
that
down
stuff.
hard.
Because it gets it, the phone gets it
Well, we
dialed
can
in,
ask about the-
dial out.
Right, that has to be the internet.
And everything else, and it's
Hmm?
something in
Computer,
that, so
sorry.
you're gonna need to call him,
What?
see if he can
Okay.
come over
You're
and
talking
look at
about
it,
these
cause I don't know
doing
what he
stuff,
did there.
meetings.
Right, yeah, I'm not sure what kind of connector you put in there,
Yeah.
so I'll just get
Talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can just ask about it, different things they do.
please.
Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Hello.
What can we do?
We were just coming to check out the facility. We haven't ever been to these facilities to check them out before.
Sure.
And we checked out the fire department, and that's where they have municipal court, is that right?
Court is held over at the fire hall, yes.
Is it specific days of the week, or?
The third Thursday of each month.
Okay. And then this building, what all is run out of this
City
building?
Hall.
Okay.
We're just City Hall over here.
So what
Council
different
meetings.
council meetings are run
We
in?
do building permits,
Okay.
we handle the cemetery, utility billing, that kind of thing.
There's a city cemetery?
Yes, there is.
Really?
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Well, Altano.
Okay. What about the police station?
The police station is right across the parking lot here. It's in that little trailer. That's our police department.
Yeah.
You see, you know where it is? Okay. All right, cool. Well, do you guys have any kind of citizen action request forms?
What is it that you're trying to do? Because we have public request forms.
Well, so not for like proper public records requests, but so like in Aberdeen and Hoquiam, they have it's like citizen action. So if you like notice a pothole or an obstruction or something like that, to point out.
No, we don't have anything like that.
Okay.
Usually somebody just calls us, and depending on which
Mhm.
department it is, we get a hold of that department and have them go take care of it. So like if it's a pothole or something, Darren Rains, who's our city administrator, he's also in charge of public works, so then he has one of the public works employees go out and take a look.
Okay. Well, when we came around from let's see, what direction straight? Going that way would be north, right? So from the west, I guess. Over here on this north side of the building, there's some trees, and then on
Right here.
What's that? Yeah, north side, and then on this east side, there's some trees that the branches are low, so like they stick out.
Okay.
And something for you guys to look into, maybe trimming or putting something below the limb line, because with the Americans with Disabilities Act, like it needs to be, if it's on the walking way, the pedestrian walkway, it's got to be up 80 inches or have something below it indicating that there's an obstacle.
Okie dokie. I will
So.
get the guys on that today.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. Stairs. I wonder if there's a ramp access at all. Well, it's locked, so. Is there just the public side, or is this, what's this say? Is there any signs?
This is office hours on it, and then over here.
What are the office hours?
Monday, Friday, 8 to 4.
Monday and Friday, or Monday through Friday?
Monday through Friday.
Okay.
8 to 4.
8 a.m.
To 4 p.m.
to 4 p.m. Well, we're definitely in that. It's only like 11 something.
They found a phone number by the door to call for assistance.
Okay, so I'm leaving a message with the chief right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, this is Mike with Blind Justice. I am outside the police department here in Cosmopolis. I was just walking through the facility, wanted to check it out. The doors is locked, and we've tried knocking, but haven't got a response. We just wanted to tour the facility and just kind of look around and check out the city property. So if you can, we just had some questions about access with the building and you guys' policies or procedures on members of the public coming to the police department to make a report or get records requests and things like that. And the door that we are currently standing at is the one facing the parking lot between the police department and the city hall, and there's steps, so we didn't know if there was a disabled ramp or access to the police department. So that was just one of the things we wanted to discuss. You can call me back. The number is 360 226 6297. All right, thank you.
We returned on the 28th to check on the trees and see if we could talk to someone from the PD about accessibility.
It's like the city admin building, so we're gonna do that. All right, so they haven't done anything about this yet. So there's these trees here that I ran into last time, but they were gonna get somebody on them. At least they said they were last time, so we'll ask about that. Hello.
What can I do for you?
I was just checking on the trees out here outside of the building to see if anybody was. So there's a work order in to trim those, or if anybody's moved on that. I was here a few weeks ago and ran into them and asked if somebody would please take care of that.
Darren? Yes? Can you answer his questions about the trees out front here?
Sure.
Darren's our city administrator.
Okay, cool.
You'll be the man to talk to.
Great.
How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Good.
I was here a few weeks ago and ran into some trees that are, I guess, on the north side of the building here.
Uh-huh.
in the walkway, and they're not up to ADA standard, so the branches stick out off the trunk and they don't register on a cane sweep.
Okay.
So they got to be either up 80 inches or there's got to be something underneath the branches indicating that there are branches above.
Okay.
And I brought that to you guys' attentions a few weeks ago, and it sounded like somebody was going to do something. I was just seeing if there's a work order in or what the word that you guys are on
I'm
that.
aware of. I will check with our ADA official, who's
Yeah.
our building official, and check to see if what we need to do to comply.
Okay.
I know we do have an ADA compliant path around the trees, so I will check with him to see if anything else needs to be done.
Okay. What do you mean by ADA compliant path around the trees?
Well, to make sure that, as you said, they're an obstruction. Is that what you're saying right now?
Well, no, I was asking you, what do you mean by the ADA compliant path around the trees?
Well, to make sure you have a clear path, around the trees to get into the building, which we do. When this project out here, the sidewalk project was constructed with state and federal funds, we had to make sure everything was ADA compliant at that point, which it was. And those are considered landscaping and not part of the pathway.
Okay.
But I will double check just to make sure that what you're saying is not an issue.
Yeah. Well, there's walkable surface, if I'm not mistaken, on the north side of the trees and on the south side of the trees.
Yes, correct.
Right, between the building and the road.
Yeah.
So that means that the trees, even though they may be in a planter or something, like there is no indication that that's a tree.
Okay.
Do you understand that? Like,
Sure.
so like my cane hits a deviation in the walking path.
Okay.
And that doesn't say, hey, there's something you're about to run into with your face.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. So yeah. So it's not until I run into it and I'm like, oh, well, that was a tree.
Yeah.
And that's why I noticed it last time and I noticed it again today.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, we'll certainly look at it. You bet.
Okay. Cool. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yep.
Thank
Do you have any I think I asked this last time. Any paperwork for things like that for people to recommend any improvements or corrections for the city? They have they call it a citizen action request or report in Aberdeen and Hoquiam.
Okay. Not that I'm aware of, but we'll certainly note that. If you wanted to send us an email, that's fine.
Yeah, we can do that.
That would work the same.
Okay.
Otherwise, we will check into that and
Okay.
get
Can
something.
we find that on the city website?
Yes.
And what is that?
Cosmopoliswa.gov.
All right. Cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Do you know if anybody's over at the PD today?
I'm not
She's at
sure.
lunch right now. She was here earlier, but I know she's at lunch, so
Okay.
I'm guessing she'll be back, in probably about 45 minutes.
Okay. She is
Shelley, she's the police clerk.
Shelley.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Last time I tried going over there too, but didn't. Nobody was home. Nobody was there. But I guess it could be something. I guess you're the city administrator, and I think somebody at the mayor's meeting last week mentioned from Cosy mentioned working on getting a better facility or a more accessible facility for the PD.
Yes.
Because that was one of the things I was going to talk about. There's just a staircase. So if anybody can't navigate stairs, how do they go in and report anything to the
They
police?
come over here, and then
Okay.
we have one of the officers come over here.
Okay.
That's what we do for now until we can get a new building.
Okay. Is that do you have anything indicating that, like at ground level, saying, hey, if you need to contact an officer or report a crime, like come next door?
There's
Is there any
nothing
signage?
there, but people do it. They just automatically come over here.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Well.
Well, sir, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
I was just seeing if there's anybody here to talk to about the accessibility of the building and people.
We have a city council's been working on we're trying to make accommodations for that right now. They're actively having
Yeah.
meetings on that every month.
Okay,
That's over at City Hall.
cool. And can I get your name?
Sure. My name's Heath.
Heath?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Nice to meet you.
Can I shake your hand?
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
All right, how are you?
Good. Anything
Yeah, I was
else
just-
I can answer for you?
I think that's it for now. Like I was here a few weeks ago and just found it odd that the only access was stairs. I'm just was seeing if anybody was actively trying to work on that.
We're literally in a donated double wide trailer house.
Yeah, I thought so. Like because my daughter helped me walk around before, and she's like, "Dad, that's the only way in this place." Like she said, there's doors on the back side that are like
up on the other end of the building.
yeah, yeah. She said it was like floating, like a floating door back there.
It's frustrating, but yeah, no, we're. You don't get to make those decisions. However, I do know our city council is very much trying to get it so that we can not only have reasonable accommodations, but just a good, safe building.
Yeah. Cool. All right, man.
You need help getting downstairs? Are you good?
I got it.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You betcha. Have a good day, man.
You too.
Hey,
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. You?
Doing well, thanks. U.S. Post Office here in Cosmopolis, Washington. And we're like,
Coming into the post office?
yeah.
Right here, the door's open.
All right, great, thank you.
Yeah, right here. There you go.
I'll be right with you.
Just one second.
Okay.
Where's our gate stand?
How's it going?
Okay, how are you?
Not bad. What can I do for you?
I'm just checking out the facility right now.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate it, though.
Yep.
Where did it?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a list of the prices for your and sizes for your PO boxes?
Actually, we don't right now because they just went up today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
can
can
come-
write one up for you. Yeah, because I've been trying to find one because they changed
Yeah.
today. Is what they did.
They increase in price?
Yeah.
Is it like inflation trying to keep up?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on one second. Let me.
Yeah.
I can write down what they. Yeah. I don't know which size you would think you would want, which is our smallest one.
Yeah.
I think it's like 72 a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next size up is about 105
Okay.
per year.
So is that the only two sizes you have?
Yeah, and then their size 3 is about 185 a year.
And how big is that?
Yeah,
roughly?
that is. What is that one? Is that?
Size 3 is the big one. That's
Yeah.
It's a tray. It's like business size.
That's probably. What is that? About 8 inches wide. Yeah, it's like a tray, is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And that one's how much?
It'd be about 185
For the whole year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then all 3 sizes, there's a key deposit of $6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you get the key,
Where'd you
or
get
the
the new
you get the
building?
deposit back when you're done and you turn the key in?
Yeah, when you turn the key. You
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well done, Cosmopolis.